Thanks Athletic Greens for sponsoring this video. There's a reason why steaks are so delicious, and almost everyone will always tell you it's all about the crust. You see, this is called Maillard reaction. It is basically sugars caramelizing in the crust of the steak, making it taste incredible. And for today's video is to make that crust even better. And this was all made possible because of you. Yes, you. Without your comments and suggestion, this would never been possible. And if you have an idea to make any steak better, put it in the comments down below because we will make it happen. Everything starts off with the star of today's show, dry whole milk. Now, as you already know, we're going to be pairing this up with some steaks. Talking about that, these are the ones I chose for today's experiment. There are 3 beautiful ribeyes. They have great marbling on them, and notice that they are 1.5 inches thick. And here's how it's going to go down. The first thing to do is to season all of them with some salt. I want to make sure that this steak gets fully covered with it, but only the one in the middle got the milk powder. And as you can see, I was quite generous with it. The other 2, on the other hand, I am not doing anything. I'm going to let all of these steaks dry brine on my refrigerator for 8 hours. So into the refrigerator they went so that the salt can penetrate deeply into the meat. And for the second steak, this is what we're going to be using, brown butter. And to make it, it is ridiculously easy, and here's how. First, start with a good quality butter. I'm using Kerrygold, one of my favorites. Into the pan it goes so that it can fully melt. You see, the goal here is to cook this butter, and we're trying to make the solids nice and golden brown. Keep cooking until you achieve this. Once you are happy with that golden brown color, get yourself some ice, put a bowl right on top, and start beating and cooling that butter as fast as possible. Right at this stage right here, you don't want to stop mixing it. If you do, the solids will lay down on the bottom. As you can see, everything starts becoming solid real quick. Once that's done, throw everything down into a clinch plastic, roll it into itself, and let it solidify in the refrigerator for about 1 hour. As once the time is up, this is what you're left with, brown butter. This will be perfect to go along with some steaks. But we can't eat steaks by itself. For that, I made this incredible side dish. Now the best part about them is that they are super easy to make. Here's how. Start by peeling gold potatoes. I also like to keep my potatoes in water so that they do not oxidize. As the next step is to go ahead and cut them up. My only goal here is to ensure that all of them are the same size so that they can cook evenly. Because now outside we went to go ahead and start the process. To add more flavor to them, I threw in some concentrated chicken stock. Mixed everything well and the potatoes went in. You want to boil them until they are fork tender. And don't forget to season it with salt right now. After about 10 minutes, I tested them and they were perfect. And when you're taking them out, don't be gentle. Throw them in because we need to roughen them up. I mean, take a look once they were done cooking. You see, the edges are still way too smooth. That is not what we want. So I went ahead and shook the bowl until they were like this. Now that is going to give us ultimate crispiness. Now the next step is to create an incredible flavored oil to go along with the potatoes. So into my pesto mortar, I threw in some rosemary followed by salt. Crushed them up real nice until they look like this. Now I added some garlic and crushed them up as well. Into a bowl it went because now we gotta add some fat. You can use butter if you like, but I chose to use Wagyu fat. But now that we have it ready, into the oven it went at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes. Once the time is up, take a look. Perfectly infused Wagyu beef tallowed with some rosemary and garlic. This is delicious by itself. So after straining, I took out my potatoes from the refrigerator and dunked all of that wonderful fat we just made right on top. With a spoon, I made sure to mix everything well, and into a baking sheet they went. Now here's an important step. You want to spread them out real nicely. You don't want them on top of each other. And if you have more of that infused oil, make sure to use it. Trust me on this one. The more, the better. Now the next step is to stick it in the oven in the highest setting. Mine goes to 455 degrees Fahrenheit. You want to cook them up for about 30 minutes. Now make sure every 15 minutes you flip them. We want everything nicely golden brown, as in the end you should be left with this perfectly golden brown potatoes. The only thing left is to throw a little bit of flaky salt right on top, followed by some parsley. And if you've never had them, I highly recommend. Let's just say they are delicious, and they're going to be perfect to go along with our steaks. Talking about that, after dry brining, this is what they look like. Notice that all of the salt is completely gone, and our buttermilk steak still remains exactly the same. The only thing I have to do is to add the additional seasoning, and for that I chose to use freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. I'll first be putting a knife sear in direct heat. Once that's done, I'll be cooking them in indirect heat until they reach an internal temperature of 135 degrees Fahrenheit. For that, I'll be using my wireless thermometers, because now I say it is enough talking and it is time to grill some beautiful steaks. So let's do it. Before moving forward, I want to thank today's sponsor, Athletic Greens. AG1 has been my go-to for a while, and it is great for muscle soreness and recovery. But lately, it has been my go-to for immune system health. I have steaks to cook and experiments to make, so I cannot let anything slow me down. And AG1 has my back with important hard-to-find ingredients and high level of antioxidants that supports immunity. AG1 contains vitamin C, zinc, and healing mushrooms to support my immunity. You see this drink I'm having right now? It has 75 different ingredients, including vitamins, minerals, superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens. It also has natural occurring enzymes that bolster the digestive process, support my metabolism, and enhances nutrient absorption. AG1 is vegan, paleo, and keto friendly. It is for anyone that is looking to get a little healthier. AG1 supports healthy aging and immunity, boosts focus, counteracts free radicals, and supports healthy skin and hair. It tastes great, fruity with an herbal aftertaste that I really enjoy. So get your greens and improve your health. Go to athleticgreens.com/GUGAFOODS to get started on your order. Athletic Greens is going to give my community a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Thanks Athletic Greens for sponsoring this video, but now let's get right back to it. All right, everybody, here we got our beautiful steaks with some incredible crusty potatoes.
Steak and potatoes.
We got some thick cuts.
What else could you ask for?
So they do look great,
Yep.
but it's time to eat. Are you guys ready?
I'm starving.
All right, we're going to go this
ready.
direction. Go for it. Dig in. Nice thick cut today. No thin.
Oh, damn. Okay.
All right, are you ready, Leo? Whoa, what are you doing? You're that hungry, Leo.
I'm that hungry.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, have mercy.
I've been telling you I want more thick. This is good.
Oh, wow. Come on now. What do you guys think?
All right.
I'm still chewing.
I'll tell you. That's tender.
Mm-hmm.
That's a flavor bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't agree more with Angel. That sear is so amazing.
I
that
agree.
just initial burst of charcoal taste that you get when you bite into the steak is so good, and I've longed for that. That right there hit the spot like I can't even begin to tell you guys. Just an overall great Guga steak.
How about we dig into the potatoes because they're calling my name?
Oh, I'm down.
Oh, I'm super excited for
Okay,
the potatoes. Yeah.
one thing you guys can tell is the crustiness. It's super crusty. Let's give this a try. You guys ready?
I'm ready, Guga.
All right, let's try it. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh my god.
Almost creamy on the inside.
Almost creamy.
It's like a mash.
Potato. It's so nice.
That's exactly what it is. Nice and crusty on the outside, and then almost like mashed potato on the inside. Super easy to make. They're just a little time consuming, everybody, but they are amazing. Okay, let's go for the second steak. Oh, you want another one? Go for it.
One
Yeah,
more?
go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
It's for later, you know.
It's for later.
Research purposes.
All right, let's go to the next one. Dig in. All right, second steak.
I learned my lesson from that first steak. It was too much chewing. I'll go ahead and play it safe. I'll go get half a piece.
There you go.
All right, let's see. Second steak. You guys ready? All right, let's see. Cheers, everybody. Oh, man.
A little bit more savory.
Ooh. It's a lot of different flavors coming in the steak juices aspect. There's a lot of extraness.
Extraness, everybody. That's the word.
Excellent. I feel like it's a lot more savory, and I feel like it's on the crust.
So this steak right here, we used brown butter. The wonderful thing about butter is that when it starts getting a little bit brown, that's why we love the bread. You know how we have the caramelization right here?
Oh, yeah.
So this is like a French technique. It's a brown butter. It is amazing, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you right now, this is a wonderful steak. Not only do you feel the regular savoriness of the steak, but it brings up a creaminess and an additional savory that you guys are feeling.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just more caramelization. That's what it is.
I think we're slowly, like so far,
Going up?
It's going up.
We're going up the hill, everybody.
So if that one's any better, then I'm gonna be surprised.
I will tell you this. If you are thinking that if this works, it works in regards to speed. It's really, really quick, all right, to make this steak. Before I tell you anything, let's give it a shot. Go for it. All right, go for it. Before you try it, let me be very clear. It's not my idea.
Okay.
It's their idea.
Also, we know who to
So
get
don't
mad
judge
at.
you, judge them.
That's correct.
We
That's
get
correct.
mad at you guys if it's bad.
If it's wrong, it's not my fault. It's your fault, everybody. Let's find out right now. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, wow.
That is good.
Oh, that one hit the right spot.
I can't even tell you what the hell happened.
My cheeks are squeezing. Whenever you eat something delicious and you don't want to let it go, that's how I feel right now. I just want to savor that steak.
We started with Guga saying 10 out of 10
How
right
can-
here, and we just got better and better.
How can it be much better? Oh, wow.
An unnatural amount of richness and just extra creaminess and richness in the steak juices and the steak crust itself. It's just so much more flavor that it adds there. It's such an emphasis really, really good.
I think that if you don't take this away from me, I'm gonna eat the whole freaking thing.
Guys, I agree with Andrew 100%. It is delicious. It has much more crustiness without actually having a crust. I don't know if that makes any sense what I'm trying to say. A better overall flavor. The little bits that you guys see right here, the little scrambles on the actual steak, it's actually powder milk. So I put a little bit of powder milk on top.
What?
Because
I did not expect that.
I know, right? It's like baby powder milk. That's what it is. Look at Leo.
That's so weird.
It is weird.
No, it's not. It's delicious. It was weird after you heard it, but right? It was good as hell before you knew.
The fact that this works so wonderfully is amazing, but here's the deal. You have to be extremely careful when you're cooking this steak right here, because the milk burns just like butter burns. This burns so quickly. If you are not paying attention on what it is that you're doing and you just leave it there for way too long, it's gonna burn off, all right?
That's a cheat code.
It is a cheat code.
That's a cheat code, because that is good as hell.
It is amazing. Another thing I would recommend is basting it on the butter right before putting it on the grill is definitely ideal. That way you get everything nice and wet. If not, it's just gonna burn way too fast, okay? But if you ask me if this worked and is it better than the other two steaks, guys?
I think so.
Heck yeah, it is better than the other two steaks. I am extremely surprised.
I'm like shook that that's even like milk powder. Like
baby milk powder,
you can't
bro.
taste it. That's a question they have to be asking. Like, you really can't taste
No.
It doesn't taste like milk
No,
at
no.
all.
The initial flavor was just like a little bit more bold, a little bit more like savory. Like it wasn't like, oh yeah, this is milk powder for sure.
This is one of the reasons I love to try out what you guys always recommend, because I never know if it's gonna work. I never thought that this was gonna work, and apparently it works so well that you guys want to answer the steak. Thank you for your suggestion. If you have anything else that you want me to try, put it on the comments down below. We read every single comment. It might take a while to get to your suggestion, but we will, I promise you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you are interested in anything I use, everything's always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. And apparently, I got no more of the good steak. I gotta get a second best.
I'll give you a little bit. I'll give you a little bit.
Okay, you share.
At least it was quick to cook. You can make
It was
yourself
great.
some new ones.
There you go. See you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.